Hey team, we're here for quads and glutes today. This is going to be a pretty simple exercise list. Definitely a variety of equipment, so I'll go through my setup. I did my 5 to 10 minute dynamic stretch. If you need that, go ahead, pause this, take your 5 to 10 minute dynamic stretch, get nice and loose. In my setup today, I've got a couple different shallow bench options. So I have one for step up specifically. For that, you can have a variety of different heights. If you like a taller bench for step ups with some support, go ahead and use something like that. I've used a chair in the past, I've used boxes at the gym. So if you're at the gym, feel free to set up your step ups however you prefer. I'm using a shallow bench with a resistance band today. Then I have my hip thrust set up. So go ahead and set up hip thrust however you typically do, whether that is using the Smith machine at the gym or a hip thrust machine at the gym. I have a shallow bench here. I'm going to pull that into frame for superset number 1. We're going to alternate the hip thrust with skinny squats. So I have a plate that I'm going to pull in. You could use a very shallow platform with a heavy dumbbell. Okay, so I'm going to go goblet style with that and go ahead and pull that into frame. So we have 4 sets in superset number 1, skinny squats, goblet style with hip thrusts. Then we will move into a sumo RDL drop set. Um, so I'll be using my barbell. I set up my barbell. I'll give you time to set that up for the next superset or the next exercise, but start with your heaviest weight on the bar, and then you'll be tapering off from there. Okay, so heaviest weight, and then we're going to move down in terms of your sets. That's or your reps. I'm sorry, that's going to be 3 sets. Then we've got our step ups. And then what will we finish with? Let me look at my cheat sheet. Oh, okay, sorry. So we'll finish with single leg RDLs. On it. On it, on it, on it. Okay. All right, so I'll give you a sec to set up your hip thrust situation, whatever that looks like. Skinny squats. Try to get my music back. Come on, really? There we go. All right. All right, cool. Connection's good. All right, we're going to kick things off with our squats. Okay. So we're working with an 8 to 12 repetition range. All right. Ooh. It's going to take me a second to get my balance, apparently. So this is a quad and glute focused squat. All right, I'm putting stress on the quads, but my knees are still traveling out over my toes. I'm pushing up through those heels, which is allowing me to squeeze the glutes. Keep those knees bent even at the top of your rep. All right, awesome. We want to be leaving only 2 to 3 reps in the reserve, as always. So adjust your weight accordingly to allow that to happen. I was easily hitting 12, so I think I'm going to bump up in weight for my next set, pulling my bench in, and we have a couple changes every set for these guys. So set number 1 is going to be a regular full rep. Set number 2 is going to look like a pause at the top of that rep. So I'm going to keep it simple for myself and just go 10 reps every single round for 4 rounds. Full reps, pause at the top in our second set. In our third set, we're going half rep. And in our final set, we will pulse for 10 and hold for 10. Okay, so don't worry, I'm going to talk you through all of that. I don't want you changing your weight selection necessarily. So if you are planning on going heavy for these guys, go heavy. If you can't handle a super heavy weight with like the pauses or a 10-second hold, use the weight that you can go that, with those types of reps with. Or you can make adjustments, but it's difficult to make adjustments halfway through a set. So that's why I'm preparing you now. Here we go. Regular full reps for 10. First set, also opportunity to get your feet placement right and your setup right. I like to use set number 1, sort of like a warm-up set, but I don't like to put easy weight on the bar or not challenge myself with weight in set number 1, because that just kind of sets you up for failure, to be honest. Last one right here. Good. All right, that was the one and only time that you'll see full reps. Next time, we will pause for 2 to 3 seconds at the top of that rep. Extra challenge there. Awesome shit. Way to be under control with your tempo. Set number 2. So do not cheat that 2 to 3 second hold. This is key to your next progression. So do not cheat yourself. 8 to 12 reps. I'm keeping it simple. I'm going 10 every single time. Here we go. Halfway there. Set number 2. Done. Woo. The shaking is normal. If your ass cheeks are quivering, totally normal, but I'm going to grab a drink, take a little breather, just because I need one. Woo. I freaking love leg day so much. All right, so set number 3, the hardest set of every workout. 2 to 3 reps in reserve, or you go till failure, either one. All right, so third set in my hip thrust, we are half repping it, half reps. All right, if you are not making ugly faces by the end of your set, like especially the last couple reps, you need to go heavier. I'm sorry, but you do. First few reps should feel like a challenge. End of the set, you should be making ugly faces and struggling. If not, you need to be doing more, period. Period, end of story. Stop thinking it's gonna look cute. Stop thinking it's not gonna look like a struggle. Stop worrying about who's looking at you. And if anyone's looking at you, they're going, that chick's a badass, struggling, training till failure. Why am I not fucking doing that? That is exactly how you should be training. In front of the dudes, in front of the other ladies. Yes, walk up to the squat rack with confidence. Grab your 50-pound dumbbell with confidence, 60, 70, 80, 100 pounds, I don't care. This is the revolution of women's training. There's more women at the cable machine and the squat rack than have ever been, ever. You need to be one of them, and you need to be struggling in the last few reps. Here we go. Pausing. Sorry, half reps. So the bottom half. Like we're coming down almost, literally like almost like a pulse, but just like a little more range of motion than a pulse. So boom, half rep. Boom, half rep. Awesome shit. Now, our last set, fourth set, it's going to be a pulse, 10 pulses, and a 10-second hold. So you're going to finish those first 10 pulses quick. Do not cheat the 10-second hold. Quads and glutes are doing all of the work here. Don't lock at the knees. Last set, we're going to push this out of frame. Hold for 10. Way to not cheat yourself. Way to not cheat yourself. It was uncomfortable, and you pushed through it anyway. You did it, you achieved it. Now, you can move on to the next phase of the workout. Hardest lifts out of the way first. Whew. What did I say? Drop set? Yeah, drop set. So, 8 to 12 reps. Set number 1. Again, 8 to 12 for set number 2. Till failure for set number 3. So that could be 3, that could be 4, that could be 35. Literally could be anything. So the goal is to get till failure, starting with the heaviest weight. Yeah, and then we drop down from there. So if you're not challenged enough in set number 1 with your 8 to 12 reps, keep the same weight without dropping the weight, 8 to 12 again, but you are going right from the next to the next. So here we go. Till failure. Remember, if you can do one more, you're going. You're going until you fail. Shit. I didn't even count, to be honest. Whew, I just went off of feeling. And if I felt I could do one more, and one more, and one more, and one more. Okay. All right, that's enough of that. Moving on. Quick sip of water. If you need it, pull this out of frame. We've got step ups. Up to you if you want to use a dumbbell, a cable, or resistance band. Again, I'm using resistance band. That's just like the easiest setup for me. I have, in past lives, used a shallow bench with a cable bar. So cable handle down here, boom, step up. That can allow you like a ton of control. I have used dumbbells in the past. So honestly, it comes down to whatever works. I want nice controlled tempo. We are switching immediately, so one side obviously gets a rest every single set. 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. We need a slight hinge all throughout. Stress and tension at the top of that rep, keeping me slightly bent. Press up through the heel. Switch it up. One of the most deceptively challenging moves right here. Okay. That's a lot on the grip. I need to shake it out real quick. Shake it out, grab a quick sip of water. What you do on one side, you must do on the other. So if you push 10 reps on one, you must do 10 on the other. Simple concept. It's the point in the workout where you're tired, you've stressed your muscles, unilateral work. Feels like it should be easy, but again, it's not, because you're choosing to challenge yourself all throughout. 2 sets down, 1 to go. Giving my grip a little rest here. Woo. The reason I say move outside of this workout, like walk, stretch, do abs, etc., is because you want to move more throughout the day than you are sitting, if possible. So that might mean take some work emails on a walk or riding the bike or doing something productive where you would have been sitting. That does not mean to force 30 minutes of cardio right after this workout, because I want you putting all of your energy and effort into your lifts. So if you are even giving me 80% when you should be giving it 100, that's going to make a difference, okay? That's going to make a difference in your lack of results, because you unknowingly are holding back to try to force in cardio or squeeze in cardio when it's not necessary. So instead of holding back, giving 80% because you're going to go ride or you're going to go run or you're going to do 20 minutes of HIIT that's not necessary, instead plan a 20 to 30 minute walk later in your day. Give me 100 in here, and you're going to see the difference. You're going to see that shift immediately when you're putting your energy and focus into your lifts, okay? Not holding back, not leaving reps in the reserve, okay? So if your muscles are shaking, good. That's what's supposed to happen. If you are twitching, good. That's what's supposed to happen. If you are picking up heavier weights than you've ever picked up before, good. That's what should be happening. That's it. I need you feeling proud of what you do in here. If you leave proud, invested, spent, twitching, shaking, all of the things, cool. That's what you're supposed to feel like. If you're leaving here going, great, I can do 30 minutes of extra cardio, you did not work hard enough. Sad reality. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to be blunt. You've trusted me to be your coach. Thank you. Now take my honesty for exactly what it is and make some changes. Single leg RDLs. Here we go. Kickstand, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. 8 to 12 reps per side. Last move of the day. more sets. Let's get that core right. Let's get the neutral spine, neck in alignment. 2 more sets, get mentally prepared. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears, kickstand. Let's go. Don't rush that tempo. Moving into our last set of the day. Shake out the wrist. This is where you either leave it all here without regrets, go till failure, or you leave here wondering, well, shit, I could have done more. Why didn't I do more? Maybe that's why I'm not seeing the results that I want. So you have a choice. You choose to put all of your energy, time, focus here into being right here, focusing on every rep, quality reps, with quality form, a challenging weight every single rep, okay? Not just the last 3, but the entire set. Does the entire set feel like a challenge for you? Are the first few reps just so easy breezy that it's not even worth it? Or do you feel challenged from top to bottom, squeaking out the last couple reps? Because that's what I need you to feel. I need you to feel barely able to make it through. And if not, and if you're just saying, well, I'll go run later, or I'll go ride, or I'll go do this, that is literally the reason you're not seeing results in here. Let's go. And I tell you this with love, and I tell you this with absolute certainty, because muscle's gonna burn more fat at rest than your fucking cardio ever will. Last set, best set. Way to get it done. Way to slay, way to breathe through the shaking, way to hydrate, way to push through. Awesome shit. That's called growth. Celebrate that. Celebrate what challenge you overcame to get here, to get started, and to finish. Because it shouldn't feel easy. I don't care if you're 6 years in or you just started today. It should not feel easy, no matter where you're at in your journey. So, way to get through something challenging, step up to the plate. You hit a home run, whether you realize it or not. Fucking awesome work. Way to show up. Way to slay. Go eat, hydrate, move outside of this workout, stretch. Slay the rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.